Welcome back to the channel, guys. So what we're going to do today, family, is review the movie Dayshift. But before we get into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help me out to my goal of 500 subscribers. Join the family and show me some love. Show me some love and hit that like button while you at it. Now, what can I say about this movie Dayshift? I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is my favorite action comedy movie of the year. I'm serious, and that's just for me. That's just for me. And this is my favorite movie that has anything to do with any type of monsters. You can say vampires, you can say zombies. Zombies aren't in this film, but I'm just saying in general, when it comes to this year and dealing with creatures, this is my favorite of the year. Now, if you guys know anything about me and you watch this channel, I do love movies that are well written and deep and all these different movie magic type of things and things like that. But you guys do know that I love over the top, stupid, ridiculous, nonsensical action movies, and that's what this was, and I love every bit of it. Usually I would just say these type of movies are the ones that you can go into the movies, turn off your brain, sit back, and enjoy the ride. And this was definitely this. I enjoyed this ride. So if you didn't know the story, I'm going to give you a brief synopsis without spoilers. Well, I don't know, maybe slight spoilers, I don't know. But anyways, Jamie Foxx plays this character, Bud Jablowski. They live in California. He's on the brink of losing his family, and the only way to make sure he doesn't lose his family is that he needs to make a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. Now, what he does behind the scenes is he's a vampire hunter, and his family doesn't know about that for their protection. And what he does is he's hunt vampires. He take their teeth after he kills them. He sells them off to basically what is like the black market, and then they give him money for it. That's how he makes a living. And every time he does this, he kind of lies to the family about what he's actually doing and why he's gone for so long. So since he needs this money in a certain amount of time to keep his family, and the black market isn't paying him enough to make enough within that time to make sure his family stays around, he goes back to this place called the Union. And this place is the place that he worked at before, where he caused a lot of problems, a lot of violation, cost him a lot of money. So they're kind of hesitant to let him in. Snoop Dogg eventually helps him get in, and then they pair him up with Dave Franco eventually, and then a lot of things happen from that day forward. So that's pretty much the synopsis. But overall, again, the action, the comedy in here for one is funny. I love Dave Franco in here. He had me dying, laughing in all the scenes. He fit very well in this movie. Honestly, there's nobody in this movie that I felt like was out of place. They shouldn't belong here. And this movie runs really smoothly and really fast. Now, the reason why I say the action is really stupid, let me try to figure out a way I can explain to you how the action is. Think of From Dusk to Dawn on steroids. Think of The Transporter with vampires. Like, it's just really ridiculous over the top. How do I explain how ridiculous over the top it is? There's a scene with the two Navarrian brothers. One of the brothers, he's from Shameless. He dates the black girl. I forget the name of him. It's on the tip of my tongue right now. But anyways, there's this crazy scene where while they're shooting vampires and they're in the house, and vampires are coming out of nowhere. They're coming out of cereal boxes. They're coming out of cheese packets. They're coming out of milk cartons, breaking through the walls, dropping through the ceiling. Like, I'm right here. I'm a vampire. Look at my teeth. Like, they're coming out everywhere. Like, and the vampires in this movie, they pretty much act like zombies, which I'm absolutely happy about that, because I would rather that be the case in these action films as opposed to have these androgynous zombies with these floral shirts and leather jackets and lipstick and makeup and pressed down hair. I don't want to see Interview with the Vampire versus The Matrix. I don't want to see that. But anyways, this action scene, one of the Navarran brothers, he takes a bullet, he tosses it in the air. The other one kind of does this weird like flip, like he's like catches it in the gun, turns around, shoots the zombie. And I'm like, oh my god, that is crazy. Like, the way the fight scenes and the kills and stuff happen in this movie is very, very creative. If you guys like watch Rob Dyrdek's ridiculousness, that scorpion logo he has, a lot of the zombies or vampires, I'm sorry, are doing that in this movie. But that just shows how crazy this movie is. If you're not into that stuff, there's a lot of like decapitations that happen here. Of course, it's a vampire movie. A lot of limbs getting shot off. That happens a lot. It's not like gory to where like intestines are flying everywhere, but it's a lot of blood in this movie, which makes sense. It's a vampire hunting movie. So if you're fine with that, you can suspend belief, which you should. I mean, when the last time you seen a vampire walk around? Like, honestly. But besides that, this movie is great. The story is great. The action is great. The comedy is gold. And also, if you guys play video games, the scene that I'm talking about when they're in the house with the two Navarrian brothers, with Dave Franco and Jamie Foxx, it reminds me of when me and my friends used to play Left 4 Dead 2 back in the day. It kind of gives you that same vibe. In fact, if you think about it, this movie, it kind of reminds you of a video game, because honestly, you have to go out and kill your enemies and then collect the items and then sell them at the market. So that's kind of video game me in my personal opinion. I'm not saying they're doing that on purpose, but that's just what that remind me of. But anyways, we need Left 4 Dead 3. But anyways, if you guys have not seen this movie, what's wrong with y'all? What else y'all got to do? This movie is quick. It's not that long. Go ahead and check it out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. But if you've already seen it, I appreciate y'all. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Thank you guys so much. Let me know what y'all want me to react to, whatever the case may be. I will get to it as soon as I can. Salute. Peace. Have a good day.